Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So, after my month break from YouTube, it's Team of the Year's around the corner. Team of the Year will be either tonight or tomorrow, depending on when I upload this, because I do not know when I upload it. So these are my personal Team of the Year predictions. So there's mine and then what I actually think it will be, and then we've got fan favourites. So I've gone online and checked everyone's overall people they want in Team of the Year, and then a very different Team of the Year to what it will actually be. So let's get into the video. So first of all, this is my personal Team of the Year prediction. Like if we didn't have the standard 4-3-3, I'd have Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, De Ligt and Van Dijk as centre backs, Robson left back. I'd have two midfielders of Wijnaldum and De Jong, and of course Messi right wing, Mane left wing, and then because both Mbappe and Lewandowski have had two great seasons in their leagues respectively over the 18-19 campaign, I put them both up front because I think they both deserve a spot in Team of the Year. So first off we have Alisson Becker. His achievements of the 18-19 season were he won the Copa America, Champions League, UEFA Super Cup, the FIFA Club World Cup, and he was Golden Glove winner of the Copa America, Champions League and Premier League. So his card would go from 90 rated to 97, where he'd have +7 diving, basically +7 in everything but speed. So he'd get +9 speed in my opinion. So on to the next one, where we have Trent Alexander-Arnold, where probably the best right back in my opinion. Kimmich closely follows him, but Kimmich can play in a lot of positions, so that's why I chose Trent, because he's a basic standalone right back. So he would go from an 84 nominee to a +10 overall rating of 94. And his achievements of 18-19 were PFA Team of the Year in the Premier League, Liverpool Young Player of the Year, Champions League, UEFA Super Cup and Club World Cup winners. So for his stats, he'd get +9 pace. He'd get +17 shooting because I've seen his free kicks and his ability to score against Leicester. He'd get +9 passing, +10 dribbling, +10 defending, and +11 physical. Now we go on to Matthias de Ligt, who moved from Ajax to Juventus because of his amazing achievements with Ajax and individual accolades in the Champions League and in the league. So his achievements for the 18-19 seasons were the Eredivisie league winners, and he won the Dutch Cup. And he's the youngest captain in the knockout phase of the Champions League at 19 and 186 days. So he would go from an 86 to an 85 rated player, in my opinion, having +10 pace, +10 dribbling, basically +10 on everything but shooting and passing. And yeah, that's nearly the defence done. So we I'll have maybe robbed the Ballon d'Or. Shade. Not joking. I didn't mind who won the Ballon d'Or. Messi deserved it, so does Van Dijk. So just toss the coin, to be honest. Yeah, his accolades go for a long time. So let's read all them out now. Champions League, UEFA Cup, Super Cup, FIFA Club World Cup. Oh dear. Winner, UEFA Nations runner-up. They lost to Portugal, 1-0. Please correct me if I'm wrong. PFA Players Player of the Year 2019 or 18-19 season. PFA Team of the Year Premier League Player of the Season, and UEFA Men's Player of the Year award. And in every stat he gets +7 in my opinion. Now we move on to Andrew Robertson. Personally my favourite man because he's Scottish. And yeah, I mean his accolades are a little less than a man like Van Dijk, but yeah, he won the Club World Cup, UEFA Super Cup and the Champions League with Liverpool, and basically his Team of the Year would get +9 in every stat, and he'd go from 86 to 85, so yeah. Now we move on to Frankie de Jong, who is quite a unique player. He's a fantastic midfielder, and his accolades were he won the Eredivisie, Dutch Cup winner, and Ajax Champions League campaign was overall sensational, beating so many giant teams, and then to lose at the final hurdle was quite upsetting. And you can see when they got knocked out of the Champions League, he was distraught. So yeah, for De Jong, he'd get plus 10 in everything but dribbling because his dribbling stats are way too high on his nominee card, so we can't put him 99 to be honest. Otherwise, he'd be on the same par as Messi, and let's not lie, Messi's probably the best dribbler in the world. So yeah. Now we move on to Gini Wijnaldum. I was torn on who to pick. I think, call this bias, but I put him in because of his Champions League campaign, nothing to do with the league. But there's a toss-up between, in my opinion, him and arguably Jordan Henderson, because Henderson has that lead by example and he proves everyone wrong. But so I could be swayed. So this is just my personal one. So you get plus 10 every stat, plus 10 overall rating, and you get the same accolades as most Liverpool players, to be honest. And then we have Sadio Mane. Has the accolades of most Liverpool players. Would get a plus Marcus don't do mathematics. Yeah, you get a plus 7, is it? Yeah, math with Marcus. Plus 7 overall rating and plus 4 pace. Plus 7 in dribbling, defending, physical, and passing, and plus 8 shot. Mainly because he's carried Liverpool when some of the other players like Firmino and Salah haven't turned up. He's just been like, alright, let's do this. So yeah, I think he deserves Team of the Year. Robert Lewandowski, he is a sensational player and underrated in my opinion, as his achievements in 18-19 season were DFB Pokal top scorer with 7 goals, Bundesliga top scorer 22 goals, German Super Cup winner, German Cup winner, Bundesliga winner, champion, and Bundesliga top scorer. Overall, every stat would get plus 7, but shooting and defending, I don't know why I chose defending, plus 8. It's not like he's a Firmino where he tracks back and plays like Cam, essentially. So yeah, now we move on to Kylian Mbappe. This man had a on and off season last year, but still managed to prove that he's one of the best young talents going, with his personal accolades of League One Player of the Year, French League Champion. I put ×2 French Super Cup winner because they won it in 2020 or 2019. I don't know, but it was like a recent trophy, but they were in 2 different seasons, so I don't know if it counts. You have League 1 top scorer with 33 goals, with limited game time as well, and his stats are pretty self-explanatory. Amazing would be the word I'd use. Where you have plus 2 pace, plus 7 shooting, plus 7 dribbling, plus 8 defending, plus 7 passing, plus 9 physical. So now we move on to the Ballon d'Or winner himself, Lionel Messi. I mean, every Ballon d'Or winner gets a 99 rated in Team of the Year, so I mean, he won the Ballon d'Or, didn't he? So go for that one. So for his personal accolades, we have Player of the Year, like in the Spanish League, Spanish Super Cup winner, La Liga champion, Ballon d'Or winner, La Liga top scorer, and the best FIFA men's player. His stats are pretty self-explanatory. He's the GOAT. In my opinion, he's better than Ronaldo, but Ronaldo does work harder, so leave that for debate. Yeah, he gets 99 dribbling, 99 shot, 98 passing, 95 pace, and 75 physical, so he won't be poked and knocked over in game. So yeah, so that was my one, and this is what I actually think it will be, like going off like what EA do as a club. So you'd have Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Laporte. I do think De Ligt is more deserving than Laporte, but marketing wise they'd probably put Laporte because they want to sell more of the player. De Jong, Kante I wouldn't personally put up there because I don't think he's achieved as much as he has in previous seasons. I'd personally put someone in there like Marco Reus, or I don't know what other midfielders are there. Yeah, Marco Reus, Henderson, but then again Henderson would have the same accolades as every other Liverpool player, but I'd put him there for improvement. De Bruyne, I'm not too sure about, but I think he will get it because he did, despite his limited game time, he did get a lot of assists. And then you have Mane, Mbappe, and Messi up front. So go through this. Yeah, Laporte would get plus 6 in everything basically, go to 94, and his achievements were Premier League champions, FA Cup winner, Carabao Cup winner, and Community Shield winner. So yeah, and then we just have the same players over and over again. Yeah, this is what I mean by Kante shouldn't get it, is because he only did the Europa League winner. He was only a Europa League winner, and he didn't do too well under Sarri because Sarri tried changing his position. So yeah, he got +5 in everything but shooting. So De Jong again, De Bruyne, he has the same accolades as Laporte, and you get +5 in everything, but pace you get +6 in my opinion, and you go up to 97, error. And then this is what I call the fan favourites, team of the year. So we have, never mind. We have Alisson, Trent, De Ligt, Van Dijk, De Jong, Robertson. This is what I mean by a fan favourite, and saying Royce because I think everyone loves Royce, and for what him and Dortmund achieved last season, and to have such little return, I think he deserves to be in team of the year, and that's why I think a lot of people say, he should be in team of the year. De Bruyne, because everyone wants a great cam. Lewandowski is deserving of this team of the year's place, but so is Mbappe, Messi, Standard, and Sadio Mane. Now we have a very different team of the year. So it is, in my opinion, it's not hard to argue the goalkeeper, but in some people's eyes, Ter Stegen should deserve it over Alisson. I understand Ter Stegen is a very good keeper, but I feel Alisson has brought more to Liverpool, where Ter Stegen has only just started bringing that. So yeah, Kimmich, I didn't put him there because I feel he's a more, like, he can play more positions. So for my team, I just put a solemn right back. Ramos, just different in it. So I don't think he deserves it because Real Madrid didn't have a great season last season, a great campaign last season. But this season they're having a relatively good season. Koulibaly, he's been at the top for many years, highly regarded by Napoli. Hence why he hasn't left yet. Tagliafico for Ajax's run in the Champions League. Royce, deserved for Bundesliga run. Henderson for development. Ziyech, I think if there was meant to be like an SBC, I think he might get it. Bernardo Silva, this is an interesting one, because the only reason I haven't put in my team of the year, because my midfield would have been De Jong, Royce, and Silva. No, I would have won De Jong, Ziyech, and Silva. But the thing is, I don't think he will get one, like a team of the year card, because they've put him as right wing. But last season for City, he played like Cam, that holding midfielder role, while Fernandinho and De Bruyne were out last season. So I don't know. I would put him on midfield, but they listed him as right winger, so I haven't gone for him. Then we have Cristiano Ronaldo. I've put Lewandowski and Mbappe over him because Ronaldo hasn't had as an illustrious campaign in his first season in Serie A. Maybe because he's developing the league. He's still a world-class player, but for me, he just doesn't cut it for Team of the Year this year. And Eden Hazard, he's good, but kind of fallen off since he went to Madrid. He had a good season last campaign under Sarri, despite not liking Sarri. And I do think he could get better at Real Madrid, but might take him a season or two. So, yeah, this is the very different Team of the Year, and I think the only one likely of here to get Team of the Year is Ronaldo for marketing, maybe. But then again, it's EA. You never know what they're going to do. So, yeah, I think that concludes our video. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.